Friends, today we are going to tell the story of a handsome boy and a witch, i.e., a beautiful vampire. That's how one. Hasan traps the vampire boy in her trap and makes her own with him. Meet the needs. Does. At the beginning of the movie, we see a boy named Cameron who is spending a beautiful moment in the bedroom with a girl named Diane. Was. They were merely approaching the point when Cameron's eyes fluttered open. In reality, it was all just a dream. Contemplate this, Cameron. Get sad. Cameron, a student, harbored affection for fellow college mate Dean, which is why these visions occupy his nocturnal dreams. Is this? Upon awakening from the delightful reverie, Cameron joins his family and begins his breakfast routine amidst the Cameron household. Only with him. It was his parents. He was very serious about the future. That's why Cameron's father tells him to focus on his career because now his father had also left college. After listening to the share, Cameron is ready and goes to the ice cream parlor where his job was taken. But it's too late to get here. It goes because of Jess. He had to listen to his boss here too. After that, the scene shifts, happens on a beautiful girl. Her name was Victoria Ye near Cameron's house. Just shifted. Cameron's boss, frustrated with his tardiness, asks him to do additional work, but Cameron flatly refuses. It is and tells. That's with the witch today. His date, and then leaving the store, he reaches the witch's house. Cameron used the date as an excuse to avoid work. Cameron surreptitiously watches the witch as the little dressed sunbathing. Seeing this look of the witch, Cameron's ambitions start waking up and he starts clicking her photo. But then two boys came from behind. Stop who of this? They are college students. These guys throw his phone away and then start arguing with Cameron. Hearing the noise, the witch also comes here. And when the reason for the fight arrives, these boys tell it that Cameron is your pictures was taking. Hearing this, the witch also gets a little angry. Cameron talks about having his phone checked to prove this wrong, and when he goes to pick up the phone, a car unexpectedly runs over his phone. It will go away. Upon returning home with his broken phone, Cameron feels downcast. When he's back in his room, Victoria has a habit of changing clothes right in front of him. Appears to have happened. Cameron witnesses it also, albeit in a similar manner. Victoria looks at him and hides it. He descends and commences having dinner alongside his family, yet that's the overall picture. The doorbell rings. Cameron steals a glance out of the doorway. So there stood Victoria. It's Cameron, I'm afraid. It seems that Victoria is her complaint. Has come to do. They are afraid to open the door. Yes, but in front of Victoria, Dine stands. Dine asks her to hang out with him and Cameron immediately agrees. The two go to a pizza restaurant and here the dine treats Cameron just edge a front and then Cameron's friend Martin also comes here. That's what you see. Diane doesn't like it when Cameron Martin passes. Calls. So here we notice that Martin also the witch. Something special to see. Not happy about this, Cameron also notices. Thus, ask the witch why. Diane explains that I had a relationship with Martin earlier, but it was not particularly remarkable, so we ended it. Listen to this, it's quite troubling for Cameron. It feels, because he didn't want his crush witch's name to be anyone else. Are you related to the boy? Cameron looked behind him. She goes to Victoria, who is staring at it in a very peculiar way. This is very inconvenient for Cameron. Feels. So he quickly runs back to his room to find some solace. And when he pulls back the curtain and looks towards Victoria's house, Victoria's eyes are still on Cameron. Suddenly Victoria disappears behind Cameron. It stands up. Cameron is thoroughly surprised to witness this occurrence. Victoria then informs Cameron that she is spying on him. Are you doing? Cameron is sorry about this, speaks. But Victoria does not forgive him, but instead asks him to go to a place with him. But Cameron doesn't want to go along with it. But when Victoria did, if he threatens to complain to his parents, he is also forced to accept it. Victoria would arrive near a building with Cameron and his car key. Keep it with you too. He takes it and then himself. 1. Go inside with the man. It's been quite some time since Victoria was here. He doesn't come out, so Cameron has to go in. Besides. And as soon as he takes a step, the same man who went in with Victoria from the building would come out injured. And from this, he asks for help, but Cameron gets scared and sits in the car. So much for Victoria. Come out too. Who reaches the mouth with plenty of blood. She then takes this man's blood before Cameron and succumbs right there. Witnessing this dreadful scene, Cameron is left in shock while Victoria remains silent and the two quickly get into the car and head home. I encountered Cameron during this journey. That goes to Victoria. Actually, it's a vampire. After learning the secret, Victoria asks him to come home with her. And I have plans for tomorrow night. Although Cameron didn't want to go along with it, Victoria's real. It is very scary to see it. And he accepts it. Cameron helped Victoria today. Hence, she gets close to him and shows affection. And then your home moves away. In the morning, when Cameron's father sees blood on the car, he asks Cameron for an explanation. Cameron is completely clueless and doesn't respond. Then Victoria appeared. Here he comes and says that A wounded deer came here last night, and this blood is also his. Victoria is so clean. Are you lying to Cameron's father? Also him. Victoria, Cameron's father, believes in things. Says from, that my job is at night. So can you give me a car? You can also send Cameron for my help. Cameron's father also said yes. Then he went to the Cameron ice cream parlor and some time. Here comes Martin. Actually, Martin wanted to patch up with Diane again. So this is something to sort out Cameron. It gives tips and at the same time tells you that first, on the date I was so nervous that he didn't reach out and our relationship deteriorated. Martin did not know that Cameron also likes Diane, so Cameron tries to make Martin look good by going to Diane for Martin's happiness. That's the night. Victoria arrived to see Cameron. And then with you. It takes time, much like last time for Victoria herself. Alone goes inside and Cameron waits in the car. Thus, a few minutes later, a body was found in the car. The sky is falling. There's blood on the car and Victoria was also inside the vehicle. Go and hence. But it starts to bleed. Cameron cleans the blood from the car before going home. And then drop Victoria home. Thus, when Cameron is in his room, suddenly Victoria comes here. And this? I am a vampire and I am 200 years old. 47 years. I am taking revenge on my lover Joe. People of Victoria, they were victims. All of them. Responsible for your partner's deaths? They were and were. They were also vampires. After learning about this, Cameron told Victoria, it feels pretty bad for me. He met Martin Cameron the next morning. Home comes. And he invites the witch to patch it up again. At night, Victoria takes Cameron with her again. Takes. This time Cameron is very comfortable with Victoria. He appears and asks her, how many people will you put to sleep right now? Victoria and 2 other people. It tells about. And the last villain of these, there was a lover's blood. As always, Victoria asks Cameron to stay in the car and goes inside. But this time Cameron would also come into the building behind him. That's what you see. Victoria is a little annoyed by this but doesn't say anything when Cameron explains it and then the two move on together. Here was Victoria's next villain. A security guard. Victoria and Cameron. A shower of bullets starts on the phone, but Victoria ends the game without delay by drinking its blood, and when she comes to Cameron, Cameron lies unconscious on the ground. This is what Victoria looks like. Is it because of the shooting? This is the reason why Victoria feels extremely nervous. Cameron always makes fun of Victoria whenever he sees her. Because it was all a drama, Victoria, this joke. He is furious and continues to lash out. He wants not to do this again. Before going home, Cameron asks Victoria for tomorrow's day off as she is Diane and Martin's date planner. It was true. Victoria agrees to this proposition. The next day when Cameron goes to the ice cream parlor, so it's co-worker Liz. She asks him to go to a program in the evening, but Cameron refuses. Cameron's name is the answer. Liz feels pretty bad because Liz likes it. Does. But Cameron was unaware of this. The night we see Martin, Diane and Cameron on a date. According to Cameron's plan, these two start getting closer and leaving them alone. Cameron leaves here. He goes off, and out comes Victoria. Cameron shares his feelings with Victoria and says, I like Diane. Hearing this, Victoria asks in great surprise, why are you making Diane and Martin a couple? To this, Cameron says that I trust the witch. It will come close. Afterward, they decide to go to an ice cream parlor. There they see the boy who had thrown Cameron's phone. Cameron would take his revenge on them today. And Victoria fully supports it. And warns these boys never to think about harming Cameron again. A lot of pain in Cameron's hand because of the fight happens. Seeing this, Victoria gives it a liquid from which Cameron's body is different. It happens quickly. It's enjoyable to dance. Victoria and Cameron at night. She comes to her room and tries to get close to her, and Cameron's father also comes, but with the two of them. Sorry to see that. Let's talk out of here. Cameron loved the witch, so by refusing to come close to Victoria, give us the next. In the morning, Martin comes and tells me that the witch and I have a fight again. Cameron is a little happy to hear this, and this is Martin's buy. Speaking from here, it goes here. While shopping, Diane and Victoria run into each other and both pick up a few items. Meanwhile, Cameron is somewhat concerned about Diane and Martin. Liz suggests she go out at night to refresh her mood, and this time Cameron agrees. That night when Cameron goes to visit Liz, Victoria's house, the witch's car outside, standing watch, and when it peeps into the house, so Victoria and Diane are together and one. The other is very close. Seeing this makes Cameron forget about Liz. And Lisa waits for a long time. But anyone? There is no benefit. In the morning, Diane leaves Victoria's house and then Cameron Victoria. He meets Doria and tells her to stay away from the witch. But Victoria doesn't listen. The witch's life is in danger, so Cameron takes Martin's help. Cameron plans a date to bring Martin and Diane together. After the date, Diane takes Martin to the forest and starts drinking his blood. And Martin is killed, that is, the witch was also a vampire. Martin would put Clash in the car and come to Diane Cameron. There is, and give him his truth. Tells. She says, I'm a vampire, so we can't live together. At night, Victoria comes to Cameron for the last time to ask for help, and this knife is to her throat. Keep it scared. And Cameron assumes for help. Sometime. After Diane and Victoria, Doria comes face to face and the two vampires start fighting. Meanwhile, Diane tells Victoria that I did not kill your partner, but I was the one who helped him in the last time, and hearing this, the fight between the two stops and the two vampires of each other. Close makes a decision to approach and simultaneously resolves to distance from human interaction. I love Cameron. It does end. Then the two vampires leave here, and at this moment this story ends. Friends, if you like the video, then like the video. If it is not on the channel, then subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell icon so that next update first. You got it.